virtual currencies analysis, and the first chart that we are going to look at is the Bitcoin against US dollar exchange rate on Coinbase. As the title of the video goes, it's a symmetrical, very symmetrical triangle breakdown. As you can see on the chart here from the we have this nice symmetrical triangle breakdown. Prices clocked a low of $2.2250 and have recovered to $2.2359. What I have here is two moving averages. There's a 100 DMA and 50 DMA, and as you can see, the 50 DMA currently stands at around 25.30. As of now, we are hovering between largely 2504, which is 23.6% of the rally from April 15 low, and between 2197, which is 38.2% fib. I can see on this chart is that it's quite likely that we'll go down to 2197 and possibly breach the level for 100 MA that's currently positioned at around 1995. I say it because we very strong bearish divergence followed by a very symmetrical triangle breakdown, which in itself is a continuation pattern. If you look at the RSI, it's flat, it's sloping downwards. Today it's around going sideways. It's around 46, but downwards is bearish, and it's still quite far away from being oversold. So that there is plenty of scope for prices to go down. On the higher side, the level that one needs to watch out for is a potential break above, let's say, 2580 or 2600 levels, because that would mark a bullish break above these this falling trend line, or we can call it as a ceiling of the symmetrical triangle, where one can go long. As of now, I would like to say that it's better to stay on the sidelines, because usually when we have a breakout or a breakdown, the market returns to the market usually shakes out the weak bears or weak bulls, and this is what we are seeing today. The prices went up to 2410, and it was largely a move that shook out weak bears. On price trade, I would like to sell anywhere closer to 2500 with a stop above 2600 for a target of 2000. So that's my trade on Bitcoin. Let's look at the cryptocurrencies in general. It's on coinmarketcap.com. As you can see, Bitcoin is the undisputed king, followed by Ether, then Ripple, Ethereum Classic, Dash. It's a bloodbath. Percentage change over last 24 hours. The biggest drop, one of the biggest drop is on EOS. It's down 26.38%. A relatively stable currency, as we know, it has a peg against the US dollar, so it's outperforming. Down another 24% drop in Komodo, and 5.29% gain in 10x, 9% gain in Descent. So it's kind of, if you see on a larger scheme of things, out of the 100 currencies, it's a bloodbath. So as we saw, Bitcoin, it's still looking bearish on the charts. It's down 3.34%, and I feel that there's more pain to come. The only thing that comes to my mind, as a thing that Bitcoin bear right now, intraday bear, sort of that keep it in mind is that the hash rate is going up, and that is somewhat positive for that is positive for Bitcoin. So going by the jump in the hash rate, this weakness could be a trap. If we check out what's happening on the intraday charts, I guess we are making a lower falling. So if this candle, if this red candle, it indeed closes below, or if this the current hourly candle is a bearish one, then we would have a continuation of the lower top pattern that is in progress since, I would say, July 5. Lower tops or falling tops, it would only add credence to my view that we are sort of going down from here. There is more pain to come. Let's look at some other currencies. Let's look at Ether. What's Ether doing? So on the Ethereum chart, I'll have to. We have a clear cut falling, and the RSI is now dangerously close to being oversold, and seen RSI at these levels since, I suppose, late December or early December. I'm sorry, and it's the price is almost near the 100 DMA today. It was 171.62, and we have recovered to 194 right now. But I would still be a bear on Ethereum as long as this falling trend line is intact. Once I see a break above the falling trend line, it goes well with the fact that the RSI is close to being oversold. And let's look at the monthly chart. So the fibs are more clear that I've drawn from 5.81 to the high of 420. So 50% of the it has retraced 50% of the gains. As I said, I think we are nearing a bearish exhaustion here. Again, I would like to reiterate that I would be a buyer only above the falling trend line resistance. And, now, let's look what Monero is doing. I remember seeing it chart and it looked really nice. Let's look at Bitfinex. So it's taken support of 100 DMA, and I can see a nice head and shoulders pattern on this one. And if we take a close look, somewhat tells me that the prices failed to get through the neckline and fell. So currently it's largely trapped between the upward sloping 100 DMA and the head and shoulders neckline. Interestingly, I just forgot to outlets. We also have a nice little head and shoulder on the Bitcoin chart. If we take this, if we join these 2 points, it's a head and shoulder, and that prices have tested the neckline level today. So if you have missed the selling opportunity after the bearish breakdown of the symmetrical triangle, I guess you could always re-enter below somewhere around 2270, because that's where the neckline support is seen. And from there on, you can go short for a target of about 2000 or 2020 of sorts. So that's it for today's analysis, and I'll catch you next time.